Hi viewers, today we are going to deal with atomic models. So we have Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. In that he discussed about tiny particle, tiny and indivisible particle, and he called it as, means Dalton called it as a atom. Okay. After that he defined molecule. Okay, means two or more atom combines to form molecule. Okay. Again he explain the characteristic of element. Characteristic of element is defined by the atoms present in that, means same atom, means atoms from same element shows same properties, and atoms from different element shows different properties. Okay. And again about the chemical reaction, he told that chemical reaction is nothing but reorganization of atoms. These are the feature of Dalton's atomic theory. Atom is a tiny and individual particle. Molecule is get formed by the combination of two or more atoms. Atoms of same element shows same properties. Atoms of different element shows different properties. And chemical reaction is nothing but what? Recombination of atoms. Okay. So Dalton's theory having these features. But after that subatomic particles are discovered, and these are protons, neutron and electron. These are subatomic particle. According to Dalton, atom is indivisible, but after discovery of subatomic particle, it is well proved that atom must be divisible. Okay, divisible. So atom must be divisible. Because of this feature of Dalton's atomic theory, that is indivisible nature of atom, this feature is wrong. Therefore on the basis of indivisibility of atom, following features are based. These are also somewhat wrong. Therefore comes some questions like stability of atom. Okay, how atom is stable, or some atoms are stable and some atoms are unstable. Why this is so? This was the first question. And again, how molecule get formed, how molecule is getting formed, and why some atoms ejects radiation. This was also a question. Okay, to explain this, atomic models must be put forth, and there are two different models were introduced by different scientists, and these are merely accepted, and these are Thomson's atomic model, and second one is Rutherford's atomic model, or Rutherford's nuclear model we can say. Thomson's atomic model and Rutherford's nuclear model. Okay, Thomson atomic model. This model was described by J.J. Thomson in 1898. Okay, according to this model, atom is a spherical entity, in shape, having diameter 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Okay, and positively charged protons are uniformly arranged, and electrons are located, embedded such a way to have balance electrostatic force, Okay, to have balanced electrostatic force. Okay, according to Thomson's atomic model, atom is a spherical in shape, having diameter 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Positively charged protons are uniformly arranged, and electrons are embedded in such a way that such a way that balance electrostatic force is getting developed. Okay, so in diagram we can show like this. Suppose this is a spherical body, then these are positively charged bulk. Okay, positively charged bulk. Okay, bulk is of positively charged particle, and these are negatively charged, and which are embedded in the bulk of positively charged in such a way that to have balanced electrostatic force and gives us a stability. So this is positive charge bulk, right? Charge bulk, and negatively charged, these are electrons, electrons आणि कसे अरेंजमेंट आहे, हाऊ दॅट अरेंजमेंट इज टेकिंग प्लेस टू हॅव अ मिनिमम इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक means attraction and repulsion is balanced. Attraction and repulsions are balanced. Suppose there is a repulsion between negative charge particles and there is a attraction between negative and positive charge particles. So like this model was given by J.J. Thomson in 1898. What are features of J.J. Thomson model? J.J. Thomson model. Features of J.J. Thomson model. See, positive and negative charge is positive and negative charge are uniformly arranged and electrostatic forces are balanced. See, positive and negative charges are uniformly arranged. And second feature, electrostatic forces are balanced. These are two features of Thomson atomic model. Okay, this Thomson atomic model, see, this is a Thomson atomic model, and see, this is analogous to watermelon. Watermelon is also spherical entity. Watermelon. So due to analogy we can say watermelon model, or this is also called as plum pudding model. Pudding model. ओके, प्लम पुडिंग मॉडेल. थॉम्सन मॉडेललाच काय म्हणतात, J.J. थॉम्सन मॉडेललाच काय म्हणतात, वॉटरमेलन मॉडेल किंवा प्लम पुडिंग मॉडेल किंवा रेझिन पडिंग. ओके, रेझिन पडिंग. watermelon you can see. Suppose this is looking like a watermelon. This is a bulk. This is a red bulb. Red bulk. Okay, bulk. Red bulk in the watermelon, and these are seed. Electron is nothing but seeds. Okay, electron is nothing but seeds. Okay, electron are analogous to seed, and this positively charged bulk is nothing but that pulp. Okay, म्हणजे जो काय गरा म्हणतो आपण ते. Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. This model was given by Rutherford and his student Geiger. Okay, so in this model he did scattering experiment. Scattering of what? Alpha particle, by which material? Thin gold foil was used for the scattering. Okay, experiment was scattering experiment. For scattering, which particles are used? Alpha particle. Okay, alpha particle. And from which which material is causative for the scattering. Thin gold foil, thin gold foil, right, thin gold foil, and scattering was observed on photographic plate, zinc sulfide photographic plate. Scattering was observed by photographic plate, okay, photographic plate made up of zinc sulfide, What was experiment? See, source of alpha particle is forming or getting generate alpha particle. Alpha particle is passing from this direction to this direction by using lead plate or lead material window, a narrow width radiations are bombarded on the thin gold foil, okay, thin gold foil. Here scattering is occurred, and this scattering was studied on photographic plate. Scattering angle was studied by using photographic plate. See, suppose scattering is like this, means that rays passed out without scattering. Some rays, few rays scattered with a small angle, and few rays scattered with a large angle, and very few radiations are scattered with 180 degree, like this, okay, 180 degree. So this is experiment done by Rutherford and his student Geiger, okay, Geiger. So what was their observation? Many rays passed without scattering. Many rays passed without scattering, okay. Few rays scattered with a small angle, and very few rays scattered with a large angle. Alpha particle, here alpha particle is, what are characteristics of alpha particle? Alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus. See, alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus. See, alpha particle. What are characteristics of alpha particle? Alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus, right? Helium nucleus, He2+, He2+, right? He2+. This is having a mass and positive charge. Two positive charge. Alpha particle is positive charge. See, alpha particle is a positive charge. How two-dimensionally we can explain their observation as. So this is molecular view of scattering experiment. These are atoms of thin gold foil. Beam of alpha particles we are bombarding on the thin gold foil, okay. So these are deflected alpha particles, these are undeflected alpha particles, okay. These are undeflected alpha particles. We told that many alpha particles are undeflected particles are many, okay. there are many alpha particle which are undeflected, and there are few particles which are deflected, and these are in few number. See, why deflection or why that scattering is taking place? Scattering is taking place due to electrostatic repulsion. Why there is electrostatic repulsion? See, alpha particle having positive charge, alpha particle having positive charge, and nucleus having positive charge. So repulsion between these two charges gets we get deflection, right? We get deflection. Deflection is due to positive charge on alpha particle and positive charge nucleus get repel each other, and therefore changes direction. Okay, changes direction. Okay, positive charge alpha particle and positive charge nucleus एकमेकाला काय करतात, रिपेल करतात, आणि त्याच्यामुळे आपल्याला काय मिळतं तर डिफ्लेक्शन भेटतं. आता बघा, जे अनडिफ्लेक्टेड पार्टिकल्स आहेत ते काय तर त्या न्यूक्लियसच्या कक्षेतून जातच नाही, न्यूक्लियसच्या जवळ जातच नाही, त्याच्यात रिपल्शन होणारच नाही, त्याच्यामुळे ते अनडिफ्लेक्टेड राहतात. आता असे किती आहेत? खूप सारे अनडिफ्लेक्टेड पार्टिकल्स आहेत. आता खूप सारे अनडिफ्लेक्टेड पार्टिकल्स आहेत. मग आपण काय कन्क्लूजन काढू शकतो? पहा, ऑब्झर्वेशन काय? मेनी पार्टिकल्स आर अनडिफ्लेक्टेड, मेनी अल्फा पार्टिकल्स आर अनडिफ्लेक्टेड. ऑब्झर्वेशन काय? पहिलं ऑब्झर्वेशन, मेनी अल्फा पार्टिकल्स आर अनडिफ्लेक्टेड. Suppose here we write like this, observation, and here conclusion, right? Conclusion. Suppose observation is that many alpha particles are undeflected. कंक्लुजन काय निघेल मग त्याच्यावरून कंक्लुजन निघेल की ॲटम possesses large empty space. Atoms possesses large empty space. ॲटम मध्ये काय खूप लार्ज एम्प्टी स्पेस आहे, त्याच्यामुळं अनडिफ्लेक्शन भेटतं आपल्याला, आहे. आता सेकंड ऑब्झर्वेशन काय आहे तर few alpha particles get small deflection. आता हे स्मॉल डिफ्लेक्शनचं रिझन काय असेल तर इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक रिपल्शन. तर कन्क्लुजन काय येईल? इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक रिपल्शन between alpha particle and nucleus. Okay, nucleus, right. आता पुढे नेक्स्ट ऑब्झर्वेशन काय तर fewer alpha particle means fewer alpha particle, large deflection. Okay, large deflection. सो कन्क्लुजन काय येईल त्याचं, कन्क्लुजन येईल सेम कन्क्लुजन, इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक रिपल्शन बिटवीन अल्फा पार्टिकल अँड न्यूक्लियस, अल्फा पार्टिकल अँड न्यूक्लियस. एखादा पार्टिकल जर डायरेक्ट न्यूक्लियसच्या कोरमधूनच जायचा प्रयत्न करत असेल किंवा कोरकडेच गेला तर त्याचं लार्ज डिफ्लेक्शन होईल, डायरेक्ट 180नच तो रिटर्न रिबाउंड होईल असं आहे त्याचं कारण. तर पहा ऑब्झर्वेशन काय, मेनी अल्फा पार्टिकल्स अनडिफ्लेक्टेड आहेत. तर ॲटम्स, त्याचं कन्क्लुजन काय येईल, ॲटम possesses large empty space. तर पहा फ्यू अल्फा पार्टिकल गेट स्मॉल डिफ्लेक्शन, possesses स्मॉल डिफ्लेक्शन. तर त्याचं काय रिझन असेल, इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक रिपल्शन बिटवीन अल्फा पार्टिकल अँड न्यूक्लियस, पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज न्यूक्लियस. तर फ्युअर अल्फा पार्टिकल गेट लार्ज डिफ्लेक्शन, शो लार्ज डिफ्लेक्शन. तर त्याचंही कारण इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक रिपल्शन और रिपल्शन ड्यू टू न्यूक्लियस, पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज न्यूक्लियस अँड अल्फा पार्टिकल. ओके, by studying this model, this is conclude that atom having core of positively charged, core of positive charge and electron. so conclusion काय त्याचं, नंतर conclusion काय निघलं, कन्क्लुजन म्हणूया किंवा त्याच्यानंतर त्यांनी ओके आता कन्क्लुजन किंवा अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस मॉडेल ॲटम हॅविंग कोर पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज्ड न्यूक्लियस, ॲट द पॉझिटिव्ह charged nucleus at core of atom and negatively charged electrons like this, negatively charged electrons are revolving around the nucleus in fixed orbit. Okay, fixed orbit. Second, according to this model, positively charged nucleus is at the core. This is positively charged nucleus, आणि त्याचं डायमेन्शन काय आहे, पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज न्यूक्लियसची 10⁻15 मीटर, 10⁻15 मीटर. पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज न्यूक्लियस हॅविंग डायमीटर 10⁻15 मीटर is at the core of atom. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the fixed orbit. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the fixed orbit. Okay, and third conclusion, this situation means positively charged nucleus at the core and electrons are surrounding around the nucleus in the fixed orbital. This situation is maintained by the balanced electrostatic attraction and repulsion. Okay, so this model gives us 3 points. Positively charged nucleus at the core of atom, electrons are surrounding or revolving in the fixed orbit around the nucleus. And third, this situation revolution of revolving of negative charge electron around the nucleus, and this is continuous. This situation is maintained by the balanced electrostatic forces of attraction.